Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Najiha binti Harun. I'm from DHD8 for the section 26-27. Today, I want to tell you guys about English phrases that I use at the cafe, class or dormitory. First and foremost, at the cafe, usually when I want to ordering or hanging out at a coffee shop, I usually use a phrase, "Can I get a large iced latte please?" I think that is more standard and natural way to order something. And usually I also use the phrase, "Can I get that with out milk instead?" That is really a perfect phrase for swapping dairy alternative. Or I usually use, "Is it possible to make this less sweet?" I think that is really a favorite phrase that I usually use when I want to get a coffee or something at the cafe. And that is really important to we keep the words that we say be polite. In addition, if at the cafe, if I want to get a question or to find a space, I usually use a phrase, "Excuse me, what's the Wi-Fi password at the cafe?" Or, "Is anyone sitting here?" Or, "Mind if I take this chair?" I think that this phrase is suitable to use at the cafe. But we also can use, "Are there or any outlet nearby?" That is really helpful for me. Do I need a charge on my phone or laptop at the cafe? And that is the best way if we want to ask someone or we want to tell someone with the polite at the cafe. Furthermore, usually in class or with my friend in the classroom, I usually ask the lecturer with the polite way. For example, "Could you repeat that last point, please, sir or ma'am or madam?" That is the best way or the polite way to ask them to say something again. And we can also use the phrase of, "Sorry, I didn't quite catch the deadline for the assignment. When is it due, sir or ma'am or madam?" And I usually use the phrase, "Can you explain what you mean by something that we didn't understand?" That is a great for when you are confused when during the lecture. Or, will this slide be posted online later?" That is the phrases that I usually use in the class with my friends or when I want to ask the lecturer. Moreover, in the classroom, in group work or taking to the classmate, we can use, or I usually use, "Do you want to partner up for this?" That is the best casual way to form a group. Or I use, "Hey, didn't you get the notes for the first 10 minutes of class? I was a bit late." Or you may use, "What did you get for question number 4? That is the best or standard way to compare the answer with your classmate. And I usually use that when I was confused during the lecture. Let's make a group chat so we can coordinate the project. That is the best way to we ask our classmate when we didn't get something that has been lecture from the sir or by me. Last but not least, if we with the dormitory or with our roommate, I usually use a phrase that I usually call my roommate with her name. For example, I am heading out to grab some groceries. Do you need something? I think that is the best way, and usually I do if I go to the outing. And if she want to buy something, she will talk to me to buy it. Or I usually use the phrase, "Mind if I turn off the main light? I'm heading to sleep." That is the polite way when you have been in the room with your roommate. And that is the best way also when you want to make the relationship get more better and you and roommate be more friendly. And I usually use the phrases that is it's cool if I have a friend over tonight. I think that is a neat way we have to use when we want to ask our roommate to make sure she feel more comfortable at the time. Lastly, at the common areas or at the laundry, usually I use the phrases are you using this washing machine, or is it free? Or maybe I usually use the phrase turn it down a bit please, I'm trying to study for an exam tomorrow. Usually I use these phrases if if someone is playing music too loud until that I feel so disturbed when I want to do my homework. I think that is a polite way if we want to ask our roommate to make sure she understand what we are going to say, and that is the best way. Also, we want to keep the relationship is more better and getting the best way. I usually use that do you know where the resident advisor RL lives, or I think that is maybe a lecturer or another. There is also the phrases that I usually ask my roommate if I didn't know where is the places. Before I ending this video, thanks so much for laying your ears to listen what I'm going to say in this video, and I hope you guys like what I'm going to say in this video. There is some favorite phrases that I usually use in class, in cafe, or in room with my roommate. That's all from me. I hope you like this video, and that's all from me. Thank you and assalamualaikum.